Plaintiff Judy Obiarinze is suing the defendant for $2,500 for a personal loan she gave him to jumpstart the defendant's rap career. Defendant Botimi Egei claims the plaintiff was investing in his career, and since he didn't make any money, he owes her nothing.
It's case 16 on the docket. Obiarinze versus Egei.
We have the plaintiff here. You are suing the defendant in the amount of $2,250. You say $1,000 for the breach of contract, $1,000 for emotional distress, and $250 for interest.
Correct.
Okay, what is your story?
Okay. Well, to give you a background, me and this individual over here, we've known each other since we were about in middle school. We're all pretty much family friends. We all
Childhood friends, grow up together.
Yes.
Good.
Long story short, he basically came up to me requesting a business loan.
For what business?
He's into music. He wanted the investment loan to help to create a music video and also to create a website to help his brand.
And what kind of music?
I do hip-hop, sir.
Oh, you do hip-hop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He requested a loan of $2,500.
To help his career in...
Yes. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a very giving individual. And at the time, I was cool with him. So if I can help you make your dreams come true, why not?
Well, very nice. Okay.
So I loaned him the money, and he's the one who drafted the contract. So the contract stated that he would pay me $6,000 because he believed that he would blow up as soon as he released the music video and started selling merchandise on this website he planned to create.
It didn't so happen as I went to her looking for a loan. Literally, I was at their family house, which is in the neighborhood, you know,
Yes.
eating food, chilling like I usually do on weekends. The conversation comes up about my music. Judy, you know, is like, oh, I'm looking to invest in things. You know, she's very flaunty. She likes to dress well, as you can see, you know. So she's like, all right, well, I'm looking to invest in something. I said, well, why not invest in me? Like, I'm one of the best rappers in the D.C. area, and she knows that. So she was like, all right. She saw like a cast, like green.
Okay, you're saying that you're one of the best rappers in the D.C. area.
I might be the best, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
To be honest.
Well, we're kind of used to not everything coming out of Washington, D.C., being honest.
That's a good one, Jason.
Yes. What I'd like to do now is, well, let's see that. I understand we have the video.
Yeah, I brought some, so.
And you go by the name of?
Botimi Freed.
Botimi Freed. Why is she going to invest in someone whose career's gone down the toilet?
Exactly.
No, I started from the toilet. That's a start. Now I'm going up to the top.
I see.
That's where you finish it.
But you didn't make $6,000.
And here's why.
Why?
And I'm glad you said that, Judge Jerry. So the money that she gave me, I had actually, you know, took it out for cash out of the bank, talking to a videographer, cinematographer, talking to the studio. I'm about to start moving this money so we can get going. So like an idiot, I leave it in my car, right? I get up the next morning, go into my car. My gold chain is missing. All the money's gone. I'm distraught. Like, I'm in my neighborhood walking around, like, looking at people like, who took my money? Like, who went into my car? So with that being said, nothing ever came of that money. It was not used for the purposes. And I feel like a victim. Like, I was hurt.
The original contract he drafted, he said that within a certain date, which was March.
Do we have a copy of the original contract?
I do have the copy of
a signed copy?
Yes, this is the signed contract.
Signed contract by both parties?
Correct.
So I have here, then, let me just, for a second, take a look at this signed contract
that he created.
This contract says a loan. The loan will be repaid in full on March 24th.
A date that he picked.
Okay, well, let me read you exactly what that paragraph says.
No problem.
I'm not arguing. I'm just so we all understand what we're dealing with here. The lender, which is you, promises to loan $2,500 to the borrower, which is you, and the borrower, you, the defendant, promises to repay the amount $6,000 made by the business venture and 20% of every dollar amount made over $6,000 during the duration of the loan period, which ends on March 24th, 2018. But in the event that the venture does not profit what is forecasted at the end of the loan period, then the lender will accept the minimum amount of the initial loan being $2,500 as satisfactory repayment.
Correct.
Here's the deal. If there was no contract, then there would be a fair question whether the amount she gave you was a loan or whether it was an investment, as you called it. The thing is, if it's an investment, by definition, there's a risk.
Right.
And then you would be right. If it was an investment, she's investing in you, taking the risk that maybe you'll hit it big and maybe you won't. You can lose money on an investment. The problem for you is that this contract, a legitimate contract signed by both of you, takes it out of the investment category. It is now officially a loan, which you even call it a loan, because there is a particular payback date of a particular amount, and that the particular amount of $2,500 would be repayment of the loan. You paid her $1,500, so I see that you still owe her $1,000. Now, you are also suing for emotional distress, etc.
Correct.
Right. Obviously, there's distress, otherwise you
distressed.
wouldn't.
I mean-
Let me finish. Obviously, there's distress for a lot of people involved in a lawsuit. You wouldn't be in court if there was no distress. So I am saying you are entitled to the money back that you paid him. I can't go with your argument on the investment because the signed contract specifically outlines what the loan is. And based on that, my award is to the plaintiff for $1,000.
He put that he would pay interest if he didn't pay the balance in time, and I should have got my emotional distress claim.
Well, you know, everybody starts from the bottom. The ruling is the ruling. I'm not mad about it. You know, it's still, you know, Botimi free. Still gonna make it happen.